star-studded affair. LeBron and Luka will see their first playoff action together against young superstar Anthony Edwards. Meanwhile, the other LA team starts the first round on the road against the Nuggets. Kawhi Leonard and James Harden have hit their stride in the past few weeks. They hope to end reigning MVP Nikola Jokic's postseason early. So the Lakers and Clippers finished with the same record but closed the season differently. The Clippers won 17 of their last 20, while the Lakers, they went 10-10 during that stretch. So stat-wise, the Lakers ranked in the top half offensively, while the Clippers finished top 3 in defense. Shay, which LA team should the West fear more?
The Lakers. Which team has Luka, LeBron, and AR? And when you look at Luka Doncic, he has the second highest scoring average in postseason in NBA history, right behind a guy named Michael Jeffrey Jordan. And I know you love him, Stephen A. And you got a guy that's number 3 or 4 in playoff scoring average in GOAT James. So just imagine, let's just say for the sake of argument, and that's what we do occasionally, Stephen A. We argue here on First Take. And what if I were to tell you that your third best player on most nights might be GOAT James? A man that has 42,000 points, a man that's been to 10 NBA finals. I'm telling you, as I sit here before you in the congregation, and I'm letting everybody know that the third best player on a given night might be GOAT James. What you gonna do with that? Y'all know AR got a bag. He's gotten better and better and better every single year. I defy anybody to tell me that he has not. And we know what Luka did. You saw when he went back to Houston. You saw what when he went back to Dallas. You saw what he did to the Rockets. And I know, and what you call him, had to throw him out that game. We had some for OKC because when they threw him out, we had the lead. I don't care what you thought, Shannon. It was still 7 minutes to go in the ball game. We had the lead in your building. Now, you remember just the night before we dropped them by 27. You remember that, right, Stephen A? So for me, and I know Kawhi's playing well. Congratulations, he seems healthy, he's playing well. James Harden should be an all-NBA selection. But if you asking me, it ain't even close. It ain't even close. Well, let me take that back, guys. Before I turn over to you, Stephen A. Marcus, it's close. It's close like LA to San Francisco. They're in the same state, but you ain't really trying to walk, are you? That's what I thought. Go ahead. Look at them.
Go ahead, Eminem.
Hey,
Marcus,
I'm going to take this one over. Hey,
Yeah.
and I've been on the Lakers bandwagon for a while now since they got Luka, but I'm going to go with the Clippers, man. Like, we've been talking about Kawhi, we've been talking about Luka, we've been talking about King, right? But James Harden has turned this year around. He's so much more fluent. He's getting everybody involved. He's scoring the ball. He is the system, right? Remember he said that earlier this year. He is the system. He's back to himself. Yeah. He's on the platform. He's on that. He's on in that light, which I know personally because that's my guy that he wants to be there. That's when he performs at his best. He has the ball in his hand. He has a coach that believes in him. He's the guy on the floor. He's the point guard. He's the scorer. And listen, Kawhi Leonard and James Harden, that combination has really worked. Those guys were really good friends off the court. And to be honest, I think James Harden was supposed to be a Clipper, right? And now he gets a chance to show you why he's back in L.A. He's at home. He's playing in front of his hometown. Listen, they're going to have a problem with James Harden and having a guy like Tyronn Lue coaching this guy and giving him so much more confidence, getting him in his spots. He's been playing really well. In the game that they really needed to close the season out, he almost had a 40-point triple-double, right? This is a really good player. These are 2 Hall of Fame guys, and I'm going to go with James Harden and the Clippers.
Well, here's the deal. Shannon is right. The answer to this question is the Lakers. He just left out the biggest reason why. Biggest reason why is because the Clippers win their first round series against Denver. Who they got after that? They got OKC. You see, so it's really easy for Shannon to chirp about the Los Angeles Lakers because he knows that particular roadblock isn't expected to be as formidable. The fact is that if the Lakers win their first round series, which I believe they will against Minnesota, the likelihood is that they'd have Houston if Houston is fortunate enough to get past Golden State. If you're playing Houston, what have people been saying about Houston? What have you said about Houston, Eminem? They're athletic, they're gifted, they're well coached. We get all of that, but they're young and they really, and who's that guy that's going to be the Mr. Bucket for you definitively? You're basically winning by committee offensively as opposed to having that go-to guy, which obviously the Lakers don't have a problem with. They got 2 go-to guys and a third coming up the rear in AR. That's something special. He's just getting better and better and better. And let us not negate the exceptional coaching job that J.J. Redick has done and his staff. So we got to take that into consideration as well. But in the end, what it comes down to is that Shannon's able to stick out his chest because the one team that's expected to be standing in Los Angeles way they don't have to see it all unless they get to the conference finals. And that's what he's really, really leaving out. Because if they had to run into OKC a bit earlier, we'd be having a different discussion. Shannon would still say the things that he said on a Monday, and then we'd have an APB out for him by the following week because we wouldn't be able to find him because he'd be hiding in the studios of Club Shay Shay or somewhere else because his leg is at 5. Prognostication will certainly not come to fruition. That's what that is about.
Whoa! If what Marcus is saying is true about the Clippers, they shouldn't even worry about the OKC Thunder. That should be the least of their concern. But they better deal with Yoke, the man that almost averaged a 30-point triple-double. He was top 3 in points, top 3 in rebounds, top 3 in assists, top 3 in steals. Nobody in the history of the game has ever finished top 3 in all those categories. So y'all worry about the Nuggets because y'all know what happened last time the Nuggets and the Clippers played, right? I don't want to bring that up. That's painful. It's painful for me to even talk about it. I don't even know why I brought that. Ain't got nothing to do with me. I don't even know why I brought that up, Stephen A. I should have kept that between me and the fence post. I'm sorry. But we got Kobe of the Ozarks. He's our second or third best player on every given night. Who is going to stop Luka? Jaden McDaniels? You going to put Ant-Man on him? I just want to know who y'all going to put on him. Because now you got to if you put your best defender on Luka, that means your second and third best options go to GOAT, James, and AR. And we going to eat. We don't mind eating.
I don't like you bringing that Denver stuff.
Hey, Timberwolves, Team Wolf, Lakers in 5.
Hey, I don't like you bringing up that Denver stuff. I just so happened to be a part of that Clippers.
Oh, you was there? I didn't know that, Mark. My bad, Mark. I didn't know you was there. My bad. I don't even know why I brought it up. I said that, Steven. I don't even know why I brought it up. They had nothing to do with me.
Yeah, I know. Hey, listen. But you got to talk about Denver, right? They fired their coach before the playoff. It's turmoil in there, regardless of who's talking about it or who's recognizing it. David Adelman is their head coach. He's never been a head coach of a playoff team, right? You're going against T. Lue and you're going against Van Gundy that added to their team. They became 3rd in the league in defense. I think Jokic is going to do Jokic things, but who else is going to step? You need Jamal Murray to have a great series, not just he has to be great, right? Zubac will challenge Jokic on the offensive end. One thing that I can say is that Jokic do not play against bigs that score the ball. Zubac is averaging a double-double, probably his best season of his career. He will challenge Jokic, right? And now who steps up? It's turmoil in there. I think that Denver put themselves in a position where if we lose, we fired our coach, right? If we win, then we played really well. Jokic had to have a couple 60-point triple-doubles. So if I'm Denver, I think it's kind of packing it in a little bit because firing your head coach that close, and not just your head coach, right? This is the same guy that Jokic won 3 MVPs under. This is the only coach Jokic had played for, right? It's